Hey guys, so what's new? If you look at this is different than it was before. I had an ICECO refrigerator. I actually traded a friend for that. He's one of the few people I've got who is peripherally in the van community. He's not a road warrior, like I say. He's more, he's very settled. He got a home, he had a house, but he and his wife go out for extended periods of time. And so he needed a dual zone refrigerator. I didn't, because I have two refrigerators, so I'm automatically got a dual zone. In fact, I've got this one turned all the way up now, so it's now a full freezer. This is refrigerator. It's 5 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna try to remember what the version of that is. 35, 40 degrees. I don't know. I have to do I have to talk to this phone whenever I translate Celsius to Fahrenheit. But since I need a dual zone and he had this one, so I just simply made this my refrigerator, the larger one on the right, and leave the other one that I've had for a long time. I just leave it as a freezer, and I traded him off, and they're equivalent. They're roughly equivalent in cost and price, so it's not a big deal. And he needed it, and he's a good guy, and he owes me one now. Not money or anything like that. You know, you just do favors for people. They do favors back. I'm not saying he actually owes me anything, but that's just, he's that kind of guy. If I ever need a favor, he'd give me one. So I give him this one. The only issue I had was it's a little wider, so I had to sort of dump it in there hard and get him in there. But it's there, and I got to create a new cover for my solar, because I used some of the wood from the piece that was over there on this to make sure I can keep this stable. And I still need one more piece of wood here and a very, very long metal. This is one of those metal drive-in screws, so I can sturdy this up a little bit more. So let me get this out of the way. So that's basically everything that's changed, and it's still crappy. Once again, I'm not keeping this thing clean because I'm not currently in it, but because I'm still living in this stupid hotel. I'm just, if they do lighten up the restrictions and make the world a little like it used to be, I will be out in my van more. I'm not changing the way I do things because I don't think that's wise. I don't think the government has done anything to prevent us from getting this disease. So I'm going to keep living the way I'm living. In fact, I'll probably be living less contact with people in here than I would out in the apartment I'm in now. And so I'm still going to be doing this until somebody I trust tells me that the pandemic is over. But you know, and I'm wondering, you know, this, like I said, it's still a monkey wrench in all of my plans. My plan was to take this mess I've got here and to transfer it to a high top van. Now I'm debating what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to be leaving work pretty soon. I'll get a little bit of money, and I was thinking about investing in a van. So I'm deciding whether I'm actually going to get a van, or what I might do is just alter this van. It's an old piece of junk, but it's a Western or Texas vehicle, so there's no rust, no basic structural issues. I could drop an engine in here, and I could put a high top on this thing and probably do it for a half or quarter what a large high top van would cost. And then, you know, it would not be a bad idea. So now I'm debating that, you know, just stick a high top on here, etc. You know, I would, you know, take care of some of this wiring, etc. Make all the changes necessary to make this look more like a real van. But it's a real van. I don't really care about pretty at all. But I probably would make alterations. I have to take some of my old panels I would eliminate over here because they have the lamination, and the new panels I'd have to spend probably a day or two removing before I'd actually have a high top placed on this. But you know, I'm debating that right now. Anybody got any ideas, or if they think a new van is good, which is fine. And I'm just looking into vans. I'm looking into Ford Transits, Dodge ProMasters, the outside chance, something like the Sprinter. I've even looked at some of the Nissan vans. I haven't seen those utilized very much in van life, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what that is doing. I want to give you a quick rundown. And on this side, I got rid of the flip down panel, so now I just screwed another panel down. This doesn't have anything to hide like the gas cap or gas area, the gas caps on the other side. I still had to flip up on that side. So basically now what I'm looking at is what I'm planning to do now is to wait and see. I've got some things coming in. Very difficult working with Amazon nowadays, not because Amazon is less reliable, it's just that they've got so much. I've had more issues in the last month or two with getting Amazon deliveries. They're delayed, no big deal. But then I got one that the day it was arrived, I got one said, the actual shipment has been delayed, so it never left the warehouse. I canceled that one. I'm not sure, you know. They always said we will try to cancel, which means there's about a 65% chance I'm going to get the thing anyway and then have to return it. I just don't need it anymore because I just made other plans. So, you know, so it's just a different world. I've got a couple of knives in. I'm gonna do a couple of knife reviews. Once again, I had one that's delayed in shipping. I'm not saying that Amazon is any more or less reliable than before. I'm just doing a whole lot more shipment by Amazon, so there's a whole lot more chances of me running into issues every now and then. But it just beats running out and browsing stores and taking that risk. I even got a couple of masks, some from China, weirdly enough, and I've also got some I got off Etsy. I guess people are making them. All right, that's all I've got. Talk to you later.